All right, shalom, shalom. I'm going to start off this video by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and men on down that teach well, that rule well, while learning truth 100% according to the Bible. I also want to say shalom to the elect, the 144,000 men, the prophets, the servants, scattered abroad the four corners of the earth. And shalom to the Akwaf, which are the sisters that are sincere, and your children. Shalom. And in today's video is going to be touching in on another video from the brother, the Hopeful Elect 3. And today's video is going to be titled, race wars are inevitable, because these things will take place, man. All of this is a part of biblical prophecy. And that's what everything is being pushed and set up for. Ultimately, this sedition among men that's going to occur, which is biblical prophecy, right? So I'm going to read this precept the brother posted. It says, 2nd Esdras chapter 13, verse 31. And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another, right? So we know ultimately these race wars will take place, man. It's all part of biblical prophecy. And that's what the Lord has coming down the pipeline soon for this place, Babylon the Great, So I'm going to get into this video. But before I do, I want to say fair use on the 1976 Copyright Act. I'm not getting paid for this video. This is only for educational purposes only. So with that being said, fair use.
And non-white people. I have spent my life trying to build a relationship with the black community. And I have several friends that are black,
and right. And I understand everything it is that the guy's saying, but none of that really matters at the end of the day, because this is what Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai ultimately wants to come into effect. The Lord is the one that's causing this chaos and uproars and things of that nature. He the one that wants the sedition among men, because the Lord is ultimately the one controlling everything, right? And I'm going to go get a precept to prove that, so just bear with me while I go get it. But I mean, ultimately all of these things that people don't want to happen and thinking they can prevent it from happening and stuff like that. I mean, hey, man, at the end of the day, the Lord is the one controlling all things, man. And this is what he wants to take place, man. These race wars, these class wars, these civil wars, uproars of the people, people being at odds with one another. That's all the Lord is doing, man. He controls both good and evil, as it says in this precept. This is Isaiah 45:7 in the KJV. And it said, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. That word evil goes into the Hebrew word rayam, meaning bad times. So, and it said, I, the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, do all these things. So ultimately, the Lord is the one that's creating this evil, man, that's coming upon this earth, ultimately due to the sin and the wickedness of these people in Babylon, the Great America, man. So, I mean, won't nothing stop it. You trying to get people on your side and things of that nature. When all hell breaks loose, it's going to happen, man. And this is ultimately by the Lord's design, right? And I'm going to go to another precept just further proving that. I'm going to go to Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39, right? And it says in the KJV, see now that I, even I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand, right? So ultimately, it's Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, like I said before, is the one that ultimately wants this chaos to take place. He's the one that's controlling it, right? Ultimately. And I'm going to go to another precept, just touching in more on that, This is Amos chapter 3, verse 6 in the KJV. It says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? That trumpet is representing this word that is going out on the highways and hedges through the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and the men on down teaching the same doctrine. They're the ones blowing the trumpet in this place, Babylon, the Great America, and around the earth, because you got brothers of Great Millstone all across the four corners of the earth. They're blowing the trumpet, basically telling the people that what's to come, which are going to be race wars, which are going to be bad times, which are going to be evils and things of that nature occurring in the earth, and won't nothing stop that, And it says, and people not be afraid. And we know ultimately the people are not afraid of what's coming into place. A lot of people are, but those are only the ones that are probably, somewhat aware of what's going on. But the rest of these people, majority of them, they don't think this stuff is ever going to happen. That's why they're continuing to go about their lives every day like things is just normal. Like they don't see the downfall of this economy and this downfall of this place, America, man. But that's because a lot of these people are blinded to the truth and what's really happening in front of their faces, right? And it says, shall there be evil, right, in the city, and the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, have not done it, man. So that just furthermore touching in on what I was saying about the Lord is ultimately the one that's orchestrating everything, man. The race wars, the class wars, all of these different prophecies that are going to fulfill, Jacob's trouble. I mean, the Lord is the one ushering and bringing all of that in, man, through Esau Edom on the left-hand side, because we know Esau Edom is none other than a whooping stick for Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. He's the Lord's, basically the Lord's, whooping stick, basically, the one that, judges and does everything for Yahweh Bashem Yahushua on the left-hand side, because we know Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is the physical incarnation of the spiritual demon Satan, man, So, yeah, I'm going to get back into this video, but I just wanted to get those few precepts.
But it's getting to the point where our races aren't going to be able to trust one another.
Right. And I got to go get another precept for that, because he ultimately saying that, it's going to come where these people are not going to be able to trust each other. And I mean, that's already happening. That goes into what it tells you about in Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So people already out here do not care about each other, don't trust one another, have hate for one another. I mean, that's the spirit that's already on the earth, but it's just going to intensify. And as I said before, that is all Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is doing. This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. And that sword is representing division, destruction, all types of other different things that's going to come upon this place, Babylon the Great, soon, man. And the Lord is the one that's orchestrating it all. So, I mean, at the end of the day, these things are going to take place, man. For you people out there that don't believe this stuff is going to happen and, oh, man, we can prevent it. And, oh, man, if we come together as a people, we might can stop it. No, man, you people are not in control of anything, man. This is all the Lord's doing. It's all by design, right? And I'm going to go to a precept just touching on that because, ultimately the Lord said that his counsel shall stand. Right. And I'm going to go to that. That's Proverbs 19:21, I believe. Bear with me. And it says, there are many devices, right, in a man's heart. Meaning, guess what? People may think they can talk to people and try to bring them together and say, oh, man, we can all coincide with one another and things of that nature, be friends and all of this, worldly stuff. But that's ultimately not what the Lord wants. Right. And we know, as it says in Isaiah 46:9-10, that the Lord counsel shall stand and he will do all his pleasure. And his pleasure is bringing forth this chaos and destruction, man, that's about to come upon this earth, upon these wicked people. Right. So it says, I'm going to read it from the top, Proverbs 19:21 KJV. There are many devices in a man's heart, meaning his mind. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, that shall stand, man. So ultimately, everything is going to happen just the way the Bible laid it out for it to happen. These prophecies, these race wars, these class wars, uproars of the people being at each other's necks. All of that stuff is going to happen, man. And nobody's going to stop it. No matter if you're scared, no matter if you feel like people can come together and be friends. I mean, ultimately, that's not the spirit that's in the earth right now. The spirit that's in the earth is division, and everybody is divided. And that's ultimately, like I said, by the Lord's design, because he wants these things to take place. Because the wicked is about to be judged, man. 2/3 of our people, as well as these heathen nations, man. The Lord is about to bring cruel judgment upon these people, man. Through these events that are going to take place, right?
And it's going to cause even a deeper division. This is why I hate being white. This is why I'm ashamed to be white. I have been speaking out and talking. I've been trying to show a different side to non-white people. Showing them, I find videos that show black people as they are, that show Hispanic people as they are. Valid, viable, intelligent people who love their families and take care of their kids. I have tried to post videos I have found of black people and white people being together and getting along and talking because I believe it's real. But it's going to get harder to do. There's going to be a lot of mistrust, and I can't blame them. I can't blame non-white people. I don't feel this way about non-white people. This is the part that I hate. This is the part that I'm ashamed of. Because when I meet a black person, the first thing they're going to look at me as is, this guy's white. Is he going to be as dangerous as others?
Right. And those are the times that we're about to come into. So I'm going to get this other precept. Bear with me. This is going to be Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2. Just, bagging in on that, these things will happen, man. Everything that he's saying, that his fear that he don't want to take place and to come, into existence is going to happen, man. That's the sad truth about all of this stuff. It's going to happen. This is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2, KJV. And it said, and I, right, meaning Yahweh, will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. You modern day Egyptians are you people here in America, Babylon the Great, because this place is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. So all of these Egyptians, the 2/3 of our people, these heathen nations, all of these people with this Americanized Babylonian mindset that's drunken off of the Babylon juice, soon to come, they're all going to be fighting against one another, and they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city and kingdom against kingdom. Right. And that's what's soon to come, and I'm going to get that version. But I'm going to read it in the NLT, right? I'm going to read Isaiah 19:2 in the NLT. And it says, I will make Egyptian fight against Egyptian, brother against brother, neighbor against neighbor, city against city, right? And that's ultimately what the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, is bringing. And it said province against province. And that's what time we're about to come into, man. You're going to have everybody fighting against one another. The Lord said that also in the book of Matthew 10. And I'm going to go get back and get that precept, right? And I'm going to start from 35. And it said, for I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and a daughter against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. Verse 36, and a man's foes should be they of his own household. So you're going to have everybody divided, man, even family members, all of these different types of things. So people that are close to one another, the Lord is dividing them up, having them at odds. These people in the world that people don't know is going to be way more treacherous, man, and those what times it is that we're coming into, And the Lord said there should be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world, to this time, nor ever shall be, roughly paraphrasing Matthew 24 and 21. So, it's going to be bad out here, man. The only way we're going to be, able to be sustained and, safe in these times, or I should say, or have a sense of safety, we're going to have the knowledge and wisdom of the scriptures, man, as it tells you in Isaiah 33 and 6. And I'm going to go get that. All right. Because that's the only thing going to keep you protected from these times that we're about to come into, not trusting in your own self, not having guns, not, having all of these different types of tools and things of that nature that people have to think that they're going to be able to sustain themselves. No, man, you're going to have to trust in the Lord in these times, because this stuff is going to happen, man. Right. This is Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6, KJV. And it says, and wisdom and knowledge, right, of the Bible shall be the stability of that time. So when all hell breaks loose, when you see all of this chaos ensuing in these Babylonian streets, only thing that's going to keep you safe and have you with a level head, and the only thing basically going to keep you stable, I should say, are going to be the knowledge and wisdom of the scriptures, man. And also having that gift of faith that the Lord is going to give to the elect in this time, so that they can endure and make it through all of this stuff that's to come, man. Because this stuff gonna happen, man. It's only just a matter of time, man. Then we see everything that's in the world occurring, especially in this place, America, the laws that DJT is passing. It's only a matter of time before, people start bugging out, man. And the Lord put the spirit on these people to bug out. But it's about to happen, right? And it says, and strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord is a treasure, right? So that's why we got to fear the Lord, man, because these things will take place, and the Lord is only going to sup with those that fear him, As the Lord says, Psalms 34 and 7, the angel of the Lord encamp around about those that fear him and delivereth them. So he's only delivering those that fear him, meaning the elect, man. Lord's will, we be of that hopeful number. But that's what's going to happen, man. You got to be of the Lord's elect to escape all of these judgments that's about to come upon this place, America, man. You're going to have to be of that elect number. That's why we say Lord's will, we be of the elect, because we don't know if we're of that hopeful number, but we pray that we are. Because that's the only thing going to deliver us from what's to come, man. Race wars, class wars, teeth of wild beasts, apparitions, spirits created for vengeance. The Lord is about to get busy out here, man. And we want to be on his good side, Yahweh Ratazah, when these things take place, man. And not on his bad side. Because a lot of these people on his bad side, man, they about to go through, a lot of uncertainty about to come for these people, man. And I'm going to look at that word uncertainty just so we can get, for edification purposes, look at that word uncertainty. Bear with me. right? And that word uncertainty means the state of being uncertain, and it goes into bear with me. I'm gonna go to all right. It says unpredictability, right? And I like that word. I'm gonna look that up too, so we can get a better understanding. Unpredictability, and the meaning of that word goes into the quality of something being changeable and not easily foretold. So that's what's finna come. We finna come into some very unpredictable times, man. And these people that are not of the Lord's elect, it's gonna get very, bad for them, man. And they're not going to be able to. Only people that know what's really taking place and what's coming are the men of the Lord, the prophets that know how everything going to play out, ultimately, and we don't even know everything that the Lord is going to bring. We only know what the book tells us, but it's different from us reading the scriptures than when these times actually take place. It's going to be when these times actually does take place, it's going to be totally different, man. That's why we got to get right with the Lord now, man, and try to stay close to the Lord and stay cleaving to him and be on his good side, man, ultimately. So these things do not come upon us, man, because it's going to be bad, man. These race wars, these class wars, these civil wars, people fighting against one another, it's going to be traumatic, man. Lord's will, we, have that spirit on us in these times to, endure it, have that faith that the Lord is going to bless the elect with so that they can endure and make it through these tough times. But those that are not the elect, it's going to be, it's going to be bad for you, man.
There are a lot of dangerous, idiotic, but dangerous racists out there. And they're going to have to figure out if I'm one of them or not. But at the same time, how can you trust that with everything that's going on? How can you trust that? There are people that tell me that I shouldn't be ashamed. I am very ashamed. I am very ashamed. They're taking back race relations hundreds of years. The South is trying to resegregate. I've been to the South. Tennessee, Georgia, beautiful areas. Lots of lush green. There's a lot of non-white people there. And it's going to get to the point to where I just posted a video of ICE separating people, separating families in Nashville. It won't be long that they're going to be coming after you and I because we're speaking up against it.
Right. And, ultimately what he said, that will take place soon to come, and it tells you that in the scriptures that he that isn't good to himself, to whom he be good, roughly paraphrasing it. So we know Esau Edom is coming down with great wrath, mainly upon the men of the Lord, the saints, but he's going to be coming after everybody. They said this man is going to come down like a madman, sparing none, and that's ultimately because he knows that he have but a short time. And I'm going to get that precept. That's ultimately why this devil is about to come down with great wrath, man, because he know he don't got a lot of time to rule the earth, man, that his power is coming to an end, his rulership, his authority, so he's ultimately about to, it's about to get bad out here. This is Revelation 12:12 KJV. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, has come down unto you having great wrath, right? Wrath meaning extreme anger, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So he know he have a short time to rule the earth in wickedness. He knows that his power structure that he's have over the Lord's people and over the other nations, right, that have drunken off of the wine, that all of that those enchantments that he have put over the people, that is all coming to an end. And people beginning to see now and wake up to what's really going on, right? And that's why you about to have this devil creating events, man. Black Swan events, all types of things are going to be coming out of the woodworks. But ultimately, like I said, in Proverbs 21:1, the king's heart, meaning his mind, is in the hands of the Lord. He turneth it whithersoever he will. So the Lord is ultimately the one putting the thoughts into these elites and these Edomites to do the things that they're doing, posting things that is fueling the tension between these races and these different ethnicities and groups of people, man. ultimately because that's what the Lord wants, like I said before, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna get back into the video.
If they don't do something now, if they don't do something now, if they don't fucking do something now, there's things that are going to happen that they're not going to be able to fix. There's going to be things that happen that they're not going to be.
Right. And we know this place, America, won't be fixed, man. You know, this place is done, man. The Lord is about to bring judgment upon this place, swift judgment. And, you know, nothing is going to stop it, man. Esau can't stop it. Jake can't stop it. The only people that's going to stop what's coming is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And that's going to be when the Lord returns and establishes the new heaven on earth, man, when this place, America, is destroyed, which is coming soon, right? So I'm going to go to this precept. Bear with me. This is the book of Habakkuk chapter 2, and I'm going to read verse 3. For the vision, right, meaning the prophecies, everything that we see happening in the earth, the earthquakes in diverse places, the famines, the nation against nation, all of these are the prophecies, right? World War III, the MOTB being mandated, is yet for an appointed time that the Heavenly Father Yahweh have set, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So yeah, these race wars and things of that nature will come in due time. We don't know when exactly, but we know it's coming soon. You know, thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Bible. So, you know, with that being said, you know, Lord's willing, this video could be edifying. Till the next time, I'm going to say shalom.